Hi, it's Trevor, your ADHD adult. I'm just here going to give you a little bit more information on ADHD. We're going to talk about a little bit about the hyperactive impulsive type. Again, this is just going to be sort of a quick summary overview. I will talk more about things later as well. So, one of the things that tends to be considered as hyperactivity is when you're excessively fidgety, you have too much energy, not sitting still. You can be really talkative and impulsive. And so that's sort of a basic idea. So if you're always like fidgeting with your hands, fidgeting with your hands or feet, you're squirming in your seat. If you're someone who can't stay seated, you have to get up and walk around periodically. That could be a sign. When you running or climbing a lot when you're a kid, when it's inappropriate. Like, kids like to run around, kids like to climb, and then adults, it generally expresses as being really restless. But, there's a place and time to you can run around and you can be climbing even when you're a kid. And there's a place and time where it's inappropriate. So that's sort of one of the signs. If you have trouble like playing and doing leisurely activities quietly, that's another sign that people often wind up with. Something to look out for. If you're always on the go, you're can't sit still, often difficult for other people to keep up with. That could be, you always have to be doing something. That could be a sign of the hyperactivity. I know for myself, I don't have that issue, but a lot of people do. Another sign, talks too much. If you're really one of these really talkative people, I know some people, they have that. Other people, they don't. And it can really just be, that's very much a case by case. But if you're one of these people that always has to be talking, that could be a sign. If you're someone who, sort of going with the talking, sort of blurts out answers to questions before a question's been finished, or, may finish other people's sentences, or you can't wait for your turn to speak in conversations, like if you're constantly interrupting people. That can be a sign of ADHD, especially hyperactivity. If you're someone who has difficulty waiting for your turn, such as waiting in a line, like if waiting in a line is one of those things that drives you crazy, that's one of those things that, can be a sign. Another one, if you're interrupting or intruding on other people, cutting into conversations, games, or other stuff. And, start using, or when you were a kid, if you'd always just keep using other people's toys and stuff without asking. Or if, you take over what other people are doing. So I'm going to talk about these things a little bit more later, but that's just a quick overview. And I'll talk about how this stuff has all affected me as we go through as well.